Hey everyone, this is our video response for Unit 9, our last week. Um, Question 1, what are your overall perceptions of this article? The first, I think, the first quarter of the article, I was just nodding my head, discouraged, and it resonates with me, because of relationships, and how I see my family and how they interact with technology, with their parents or dating relationships, marital relationships, whatever it may be. And most of the time, it's not a good thing. This is like the first time I've heard any positive feedback with technology. So I think that this article sheds a lot of light on the issue rather than discouraging technology. Um, there was couple instances. There was one instance between a marital couple where they're both playing Scrabble on their iPads, and they're playing against the same person, just not against each other. It's a husband and wife playing against, I think, the husband's sister, and and they're laying in bed, and that's what they're doing. And then there's another scenario which is a positive thing. It says 3 or 4 years ago, I would have been downstairs watching TV, and she, his wife, would have been upstairs reading, Mr. Gottlieb said. I guarantee that we spend 80% more time together because of the iPad. Um, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. It's the context of that was I think they downloaded like some podcast or a TV show that they were watching together. Which, I mean, hey, if that works for you, that's great. But so I think the article sheds light on the issue. So yeah, I'll go on to questions 2 and 3, and then I'll talk about my views. How does the time spent online? How does the time spent online on your iPhone or even checking email impact the amount and quality of time you spend with family or friends? Um, it was interesting as I was doing this, as I was reading this article, I was thinking about all the technology I have, and everything I have is Apple. It's crazy. I have an iPhone. I have a Mac laptop, and then I have an iMac desktop, and then I have an iPad. Do I need all that? Absolutely not. And it's crazy how much I use it. Um, but the amount of quality of time you spend. Normally, it won't affect my time with my family or my friends. However, I'm on it too much when I'm by myself, and I think it's a waste of time. When I'm out with friends, um, it kind of depends on whether I'm out with guys or whether I'm out on a date or something like that. If I'm out on a date, it's in my pocket. I don't I don't take out my phone. I just think it's rude. Um, if I'm just out with guys, I'll check it periodically, especially if my boys are checking their phone. I kind of mirror what they're doing. I'm like, all right, I'll check my phone too. Um, and then with my family, I'm a lot more loose. I think it's because I'm more comfortable with them, or I'm not as, and this is probably not a good thing, but I'm not as concerned about pleasing my family, as I am my friends. So I don't really care what my family thinks. So I'll use my phone and my iPad more in front of them. That's not necessarily a good thing, but yeah. So it does affect my quality time with my family a little bit, with my friends, but not as much. However, I'm on it too much in my individual time, when I'm by myself. How do you balance your time spent on using technology and family? Um, I think, well, I'm a single guy, but if I was married and I had a family, it would be a lot different. I think, um, so for me as a single guy, I have roommates. Um, it's a lot different. I mean, I don't really have to be like, okay, I can be on it for an hour. There really is no rules. However, if I'm, trying to grow as a person, as a man or a student or in my career or whatever it may be, obviously spending so much time on technology isn't the greatest thing. Well, depending on what you're doing, of course, but it's probably not going to be the best thing. Um, but if I had a family, I think, I would set standards. If I had kids, I would, maybe use technology as some sort of, like, a reward. You did good in school. You can use the iPad for 30 minutes or whatever, 30 minutes to an hour. And then if I was married, I'd be really strict or really conservative with my spouse, just because I think, I don't see how having an iPad is going to bring you two together. Yeah, you watch TV shows, but that's not really spending time together. Um, I guess it is, but I mean, I'd rather have deep conversations than watch a TV show every night. Um, so yeah, I think. But there was one thing interesting that I wanted to bring up, and it's kind of on a side note, which but it's interesting. There's a group of my friends who friends of my family. When we go out to dinner, everybody puts their phones in the middle. So there'll be like, I don't know, 6 to 8 of us. Put all of our phones. We put them in the middle, so we can't touch our phones while we're at dinner. And whoever goes to reach for their phone first has to pay for for their bill. And the thing is, everybody wants to check Facebook or Instagram, and it's just a natural thing. Check your phone. Not even see what time it is. Nobody cares what time it is anymore. Oh, I got a tweet or I got a text message, and so that's something that we do, and it helps too to stay off the phone or social media during uh, bonding time. So that's cool. Yeah, so I'm curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Hey, good luck the rest of this term, this week. Wish you guys all the best. It was great working alongside of you, and good luck in your future. All right.